All right, hello. Greetings. I think that we lucked out with the weather. I was really worried about us having some bad weather, but here we are, and we're all here, and we made it, and everyone's safe and sound. And I want to say that we're delighted that you're here. This is my musical partner and probably my best friend on the planet, the legendary Texas musician. I'm going to say that, Lloyd Baines.
Yeah, and of course we all know legendary means old. So, yeah.
And my name is Terri Hendrix, and I've been playing music since around 1990, and I've had such a wonderful, wonderful time doing it. And because, in a large part, I love to write songs, but what I really, really like is get to meet people just like y'all and have a moment together with music where we get to leave everything else behind and just have fun. All right, so with that said, let's go. Love with the same. Hold the key to your chains. Keep my name in your mind. My number in your wallet for when you've got the time. You gotta own your own universe. Roll on the grass. Kiss this earth. Keep my name in your mind. My number in your wallet for when you've got the time. Need. Gotta need to be wanted. And I need to be free. Need. Gotta need to be wanted. And I need to be free. Then you bend like a willow, flow like a reed, live like a bird, change like a leaf, keep my name in your mind, my number in your wallet for when you've got the time. You gotta bend like a willow, flow like a reed, live like a bird, change like a leaf, keep my name in your mind, my number in your wallet for when you've got the time. Need. Gotta need to be wanted, and I need to be free. Need. Gotta need to be wanted, and I need to be free. Yeah, need. I've got a need to be wanted. I got a need to be free. guess that was a polite way to say, girl, you're sweating. Sometimes I just wanna sit a while. Let the breeze take me away for a while. For a while. For a while. I'm almost ready. I'm on Terri time. That means I move slow. For a while. I'm gonna sit right here under this tree. I'm gonna sit right here under this tree and just be. I'm gonna stay in the shade for a little while. I'm gonna stay in the shade right here for a while. And if trouble comes to find me, I lay back and smile. I'm gonna sit right here under this tree. I'm gonna sit right here under this tree and just be. Song singing on the trees. I'm gonna listen to that song singing on the trees. Listen to that song on the cottonwood leaves. I'm gonna sit right here for a little while. I'm gonna sit right here for a little while and just be. Under this tree.
Okay. All right. See you there now.
I wanna sit right here under this tree and just be. Let's do that chorus again. Do the chorus. Gonna sit right here under this tree. I'm gonna sit right here under this tree and just be. Yeah, that was a tune by Walt Wilkins. I love that tune. A while back, Lauren and myself, we played this festival. It was in San Francisco. It was called the Hardly Strictly Bluegrass Festival. And, by that name, you know that the music was eclectic. Which is why that they booked us, because when people ask what kind of songs we do, I always say country. We just don't always know what country it comes from. So, we had such a great time listening to the songs of other people, but one of the favorite musicians that we lucked into during our time at that festival was a street musician, and his name, what was his name? Bucket Man? They called him the Bucket Man. And he had a whole drum kit out of nothing but those 5-gallon plastic buckets that you get at Lowe's. But he was playing that kit, and he had this huge crowd gather around him. And it just made me happy watching him. Well, I've been feeling low down, got trouble in surround sound. I got to take it uptown, get funky with some Motown. Tell me, I've been swimming upstream, I've been chasing after my dreams. I went down and took my head, she took my hands and shook her head. She said, take your load down, make it up, down, shake it away. I've got to get out of my own head, go play some music on the street. I got to jam out on some bucket drums and stomp and shout on the backbeat. She said, take your load down, make it up, down, shake it away. I've got to move it like the Jackson 5, beat my troubles on the flip side. I got to spin that record round and get funky with some Motown. She said, take your load down, uptown. Take your load down, take your load down. Take your load down, make it up, down, and shake it away. Yeah. Hey, thank you. All right.
While Terry's getting ready for this next song, I have to go ahead and say this, just because of the way this room is set up, and I keep looking at these people over here that deserve the best. So this reminds me of years ago. This is probably 15 years ago. Terry and I were playing Port Aransas at this place called the what's it called? The theater. Yeah. Anyway, it was a theater with upstairs, and it was packed. It was a great crowd, and we were feeling good about everything. After about our third song, actually during the third song, everything was going great, and I noticed that there were some good-looking women, just like tonight, sitting over to my right, and it was kind of like in the round, kind of seating, and I heard this one lady yelling my name. It's like she just kept kind of, I kind of imagined it as like a beckoning call, but I think she was just yelling my name. But anyway, it was unusual because of the side guy never gets that much attention. So I was starting to feel good about myself. So we finished that song, and I thought I should probably address her and, see what what you might want. And so I turned to her and I said, "Yes, ma'am, what can I do for you?" She said, "Could you move back so we can see Terri a little better?" Yeah. So I'm going to try to be mindful of that tonight, the entire night.
All right. So, what are your feelings about customer services these days? I mean, like, are you all having a great time when you get customer service on the phone? I take it by your lackluster response that this is problematic. All right. Well, it was a few years ago. My hard drive blew, and at the same time, my computer seemed to blow. And so I went to Best Buy to get help, and I had such a hard time. I felt like I was not even from this planet. And so I went home and I wrote this song called "Talk to a Human." Talk to a human, give a dog a bone, press 1, 2, 3, pound key at the tone, drive by satellite to get home, blame retrograde and sleep alone, alone online, looking for somebody or a sign of life. Press star 19, please hold, to reach mankind, messenger to Mercury, messenger to Mercury. I wanna talk to a human. It's doggy dog on the race to space. Download, update, phone to face. The big machine knows our place in line. Alone in line, bumper to bumper in the daily grind. They troll the rabbit hole. Please hold to keep your soul. Messenger to Mercury, messenger to Mercury. I wanna talk to a human. So unplug the yellow and try the blue. Alright, I'm back online. Look for somebody or a sign of life. Press star 19, please hold. To reach mankind, please hold. To reach mankind, please hold me. I need you to hold me. I'm lonely. Ooh, please hold. To reach mankind, please hold. To reach mankind, hold me. I wanna talk to a human. Yeah. Hey, thanks. Put this one back here. Well, I'm feeling a little bit spiritual. Anybody else in that spiritual kind frame of mind? All right. If you are, then I would love you to sing along. If you so choose. And if you don't, no problems. Nothing's better than the spiritual choir, the spiritual kind choir. So I am the spiritual kind. I keep a cross in my pocket for some peace of mind. I hold on to it when I need a little faith. When I'm lost, I find I'm the spiritual kind. Well, I'm a little bit Catholic and a little bit Jew. I'm a little bit Baptist and Episcopal too. Some call what I say blasphemy. I'm the spiritual kind, it makes no difference to me. All right, help me out now. I am the spiritual kind. I keep a cross in my pocket for some peace of mind. I hold on to it when I need a little faith. When I'm lost, I find I'm the spiritual kind. Now my friend Bird, she's a spiritual kind. She jumps in her jacuzzi to clear her mind. She keeps a statue of Buddha by her hot tub. When her soul gets cold, she gives his belly a rub. Now some folks say he is and some folks say he ain't. For me, St. Christopher is still a saint. Get lost, he don't leave me behind. He's always been a guide for the spiritual kind. All right, dobro. Clifford Antone, he was a concert promoter in Austin. And then you had Jesse Guitar Taylor that played for years with Joe Ely. Any Joe Ely fans out there? I know I sure am. He was a huge inspiration to me and still continues to be. And then you have Stubbs. Well, Stubbs is the creator of that barbecue sauce. And when people would ask him for the recipe when he was alive, they'd say, hey, what's the recipe? And he'd say, all right, it's simple. It's 2 ingredients. It's just love and happiness. Now, Antone and Jesse are up in heaven, playing in the choir with their amps on 11. And Stubbs is feeding every angel he can find. Good people, it's blues and barbecue for the spiritual kind. The Dalai Lama says the art of happiness is learning how to live on a whole lot less. To understand it all takes an open mind. I'm just another student of the spiritual kind, and I say, I am the spiritual kind. I keep a cross in my pocket for some peace of mind. I hold on to it when I need a little faith. When I'm lost, I find I'm the spiritual kind. Everybody now, I am the spiritual kind. I keep a cross in my pocket for some peace of mind. I hold on to it when I need a little faith. When I'm lost, I find I'm the spiritual kind. When I'm lost, I find I'm the spiritual kind. All right. It's almost Valentine's. I have somewhat of a jaded approach to that, that holiday. But I mean, I dated someone for quite a while, and we would kind of fuss and fight and stuff. And he you know, I just kind of looked at him one day because he always wanted me to agree with him, and, you know, and I'd be quiet, and I just kind of look at him, or I'd look busy. One day I said, hey, it's Valentine's Day, you know? That's what it is, and this is how I feel about it. If I agreed with you, we'd both be wrong. That's true. That's true. True story. That's right. That's right. Everything in motion between the moon and the ocean stops when I hear your name. My head is aligned with my heart this time. My body feels the same. Every time I see your face, my world falls into place, and my thoughts, they take flight. Tell me that you feel, tell me that you feel, tell me that you feel the way I do tonight. It's a given. It's a given. It's a given. Don't you take it away. Every single color fades into the other every time we say goodbye. You're my compass in the dark. You guide my heart as my dreams solidify. I say, don't you doubt me. I can't do without you. I say, our deal, it's still on. Tell me that you feel. Tell me that you feel. Tell me that you feel the way I have all along. It's a given. It's a given. It's a given. Don't you take it away. I say calling, I'm calling your name. Although I know you know inside I feel you just the same. Even though you are not with me, I feel you tonight. Tell me that you hear that everything in motion between the moon and the ocean stops when I hear your name. My head is aligned with my heart this time. My body feels the same. It's a given. It's a given. It's a given. I say, Hey, so my friend Susan Darrow is here tonight with her husband Doug, and she works with KPFT. And KPFT is one of the reasons why I ever developed a following in Houston. So they played me when nobody else did. As actually one of my first interviews, I think, on the radio, which would have been well over 20 years ago. And definitely the first one that we did as a duo. We've been working together since 1997. I mean, And I gotta say, time goes by fast. I mean, it has felt like 20 minutes underwater. No,
That's
Jeff,
a good one.
don't get that.
Actually,
I stole your joke.
Actually, it's the longest job I've ever had as a chauffeur. Yeah.
We could keep these up all night. But and Lloyd has had to suffer through my relationships that I've had. He's had to listen now and then to what I've had to say. I know. That's exactly. I know.
Confess.
I know. It's a confession. And he'll just kind of look at me and stuff. And then finally I said, you know what? I ditched him. I ditched him. I sent him packing. And the last time I saw him, he was walking down Lover's Lane holding his own hand. Baby, you keep on dogging me. He's a rock, won't let me be. Don't you cut me down in front of my friend, then crawl in bed and try to make amends. Keep on dogging me. 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 Blues come around. You got my soul, you got my heart. Baby, don't you pick me apart. Gotta gag your neck, baby, have a little fun. Our little things make you come undone, come undone. Keep on dogging me, keep on dogging me, keep on dogging me, keep on dogging me, keep on dogging the blues come around. That's right. If you wanna ride, baby, use your thumb. It's in my head, that's what you say. Then you bust my chops and you walk away, go on. You keep on dogging me, keep on dogging me, keep on dogging me, keep on dogging me. You keep on dogging till the blues come around. I wanna tempt you with my lips. I wanna feel that body with my fingertips. I wanna make you moan and maybe flip your switch. But all you wanna do is keep on dogging me, 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 keep on dogging till the blues come around. Thank you.
Okay, got your heart. You don't have a chair up here. You don't have a chair.
I don't.
You gotta have a chair.
I don't. I'll borrow yours.
Huh?
Do you need that?
I'll be sitting in it.
Oh, okay. You know what? I'll just make it work.
So is anyone willing
Improvise.
to like
Let's just
volunteer their
improvise.
chair
We'll
just for this one song?
Okay.
Here, see, there's a gentleman right there.
Oh, thank you so much. Let's see. Let's see.
This next song we're going to do, you would see on Hee Haw. Anybody else when you were a kid couldn't wait to watch Hee Haw on Saturday afternoon? Come on, come on. Back me up
thank
here.
you.
Back me up. Okay.
G, straight D.
So there used to be these two guys on there. One's name was Grandpa Jones, and the other guy was String Bean. And I mean, they both played banjo, and they used to tear it up on banjo. And I know a lot of you would think that this is just we're doing this just so I can tell a couple of banjo jokes, which I will. Just if you hadn't heard these, you know, I may have told these before, but do you know what you call a really good-looking woman on a banjo player's arm? A tattoo. Okay. The other one is actually serious. You know, this was told to me by this guy named Alan Mundy, who's like one of the world's most renowned banjo players. He taught at South Plains College in West Texas, and then he lived in Wimberley for many years. He's in Missouri now. Anyway, I don't know why he moved to Missouri, but I think there's some farmland or something. But anyway, Alan was playing at this function that Terri booked a couple of years ago, and he's almost 80 years old now, but he still plays like crazy. And so I was talking to him backstage. I hadn't seen him in a long time, and we kind of had a lull in the conversation, and he just looked at me and said, "Lloyd, do you know what's worse than two banjos?" I said, "No, Alan, what's worse?" He just looked at me really serious and said, "Nothing." So anyway. This brings me to this instrument. This is called, you know, I know you all know what a dulcimer is. You know, usually a dulcimer you lay on your lap and play it. It's like most of them are mountain dulcimers. This one is called a walkabout dulcimer, and it's made in Canada. And I like it because it's only got two notes. It's got four strings, but two notes. It's got a D, an A, and then another D. And so you really can't make a mistake on it, which I like. And so Terri and I want to just take you back to the days of Hee Haw. And I mean, this stuff we're about to do is like ancient. It's ancient mountain music, and with a little Terri Hendrix twist to it. So we'll try it right now. We actually wrote this song. We haven't named it yet, but we'll name it at some point. Ready? Might have to get a little. Yeah. Ready? And. We'll call that the Mucky Duck Stomp. I love stomping my foot. And by the way, that was supposed to sound a little bit like a five-string banjo played in the old frailing style. But I've tried that on banjo. It's way too much work. It's better if you just got two notes to deal with.
Okay, $2 shoes. All right. So how many of you were here in around 1997 or 1998? Oh, look at y'all. Oh, I thank you so much. You're the reason why I have a house. I am not lying. It's because of you that I get to do something I love and continue to love. So thank you. So we're going to go way back. We're going to kick it old school. We're going to kick it old school and do $2 shoes. I don't know if it's going to throw things off for you, but if I could have a little more vocal in the monitor if possible, but if not, no worries. I mean, you know, it's all about me. I went to school for a while in Abilene. I went to Hardin Simmons University and studied music there. And I learned a lot from my time there. And one of the biggest things I learned was that I did not much care for my roommate. And at that time, it was mandatory to go to chapel. And I was working at a restaurant called Gardsky's. And I was living on fried cheese. And I'd come back to the room, and there would Lisa be, all ready to gossip. And I'd say, Lisa, he who gossips to you gossips of you. And that would went right over her head. But I ended up with this tune. I took a Greyhound bus and left Abilene and headed out. And all I could think about was Lisa in the rearview mirror. And I had a smile on my face. And I was thinking about religion and hypocrisy and mandatory chapel. And I was thinking about leaving Hardin Simmons, great place, but not for me. And I ended up with this. She wiped her hands on her apron and she put them on her hips and gossiped till she turned blue. As I was walking by my $2 shoes, I got my $2 shoes. Now there are those that call them cheap as if they was fine wine. I got my $2 shoes on and God don't mind about my $2 shoes. Oh, when I got them, every friend I had said, take them back. You're not normal, you don't fit in, looking like that. And those $2 shoes, all right, let's go. All I gotta say is if the shoe fits and you want to wear it, you gotta lace it up, baby, strut your stuff, baby, even if everybody care if you got, I'm talking about $2 shoes, that's right. Yeah. Ah, thank you.
Okay, Terry's given me the go-ahead to go ahead and do this song. It's an instrumental. I don't play that many instrumentals anymore, but this one, I felt like I should kind of keep it alive. Anybody watch too much evening news besides me? Sometimes I get kind of depressed watching that, so I go back to my music room. It's actually upstairs. And so, I just try to practice on various things, and so I always try to pull this song out just for a little inspiration, a little reminder of where I live. And I've got this dog. His name is Jake. Well, actually, my wife of 53 years, I try to get her to, yeah, I know, she is extremely tough lady. Yeah. But I try to get her to give me an assessment of how I'm doing on some of this stuff, and she's pretty much over this by this point in our life. But anyway, my dog Jake he's a rescue, half Rhodesian Ridgeback, half Great Pyrenees. He weighs about 120 pounds, and for some reason he'll follow me upstairs, and he'll act like he's watching me. I know it's got to be an act. I think he thinks I'm going to give him a treat or something. But anyway, so he's my audience, and so I play this every chance I get. That's it. Thank you. Thank you.
That's beautiful. Just beautiful. Years back, my mom had a stroke, and it took her a long time to recover. When she was finally better, I took her with me to run errands, and we went to Walmart. She was a little unsteady on her feet, but I held on to her. And we passed by this display of pillows. My mom reaches out and grabs a pillow off of that display, and she starts squeezing it with all of her might. I said, "Mom, what are you doing?" And she says, "It says memory foam on it. I'm thinking it's going to help." And that little bit of laughter, it was like someone opened the blinds when they had been shut for so long. I felt like we had been dying inside and didn't even know it. Where'd you get those hand-me-down blues? Gave them to me, I gave them back to you. Now every time I see you, you're laying around. me down. You've been dragging me down. Now how can things look up if you're staring at your shoes? You've been talking about the future like it's yesterday's news. Close the blinds to block the view. You pull another all-nighter and you hand-me-down blues. Your hand-me-down blues. So some things you don't get over, you just get through. Life happened to me, and it happened to you. You hear the church bells chime, feel the pendulum swing. Get ready for whatever this day's gonna bring. Sometimes I shake, sometimes I sing with hand-me-down blues. So where'd you get those hand-me-down blues? You gave 'em to me, I gave 'em back to you.
Thank you. Hey, Lloyd. Lloyd, I want to try something that we haven't played in forever, but I think I can play it. I want to try Dana Blues.
Okay.
Yeah, all right, I want to try it. I'm not sure how this is going to come across, but y'all seem like a forgiving audience.
True stories always make me
But
a
it's
little bit
Saturday night.
emotional.
I just feel like we need to lighten it up and have a little fun. You know? I mean, after all, it's Houston. I just want to see. It's been a long time. I don't even know if I need. Do I need these? All right. This is such a silly song. So when I started to learn to fingerpick, I studied all the blues greats, and one of my favorites was Big Bo Brunsey. And so and Lightnin' Hopkins. I just love Lightnin' Hopkins. And so I would just struggle with it. And then I finally learned some blues licks off of listening and off of taking lessons. And this was, I was really young when I wrote this, but there was this girl named Dana. I ran this songwriter night. I was young, and I ran this songwriter night, and I didn't really know what I was doing, but I knew what was right and what was wrong. You know, I knew how to plug in chords and how to say, "Hey, good job," and be a cheerleader. But this one woman, she had this big red hair, and she had huge feet. And she liked to come into songwriter night to just flirt with people's husbands. And she was completely a joy kill. And so finally I wrote this song, got on stage, and put her name in it, and then she never saw her again. And I thought that is the power of songwriting. Okay, let's see if I can get it now. I might mess it up. I don't know if I will, but I'm gonna try to do it. Have I told you that this is such a blast? And I am so glad that you are here. All right. There's a girl named Dana. She cooks for every man in town. There's a girl named Dana, she cooks for every man in town. She cooked for my man when my back was turned around. I get the Dana blues every time I see myself a piece of cake. I hate cake. I get the Dana blues every time I see myself a piece of cake. Think of my man cutting himself a piece of cake in the oven begging, ice me please. Well, I kept my man fed. Ooh, I kept my man, ooh, I kept him fed. But he chose junk food. I said, hey, eat Dana's instead. I get the Dana blues every time I see myself a piece of cake. I ate cake. I get the Dana blues when I see cake. I think of my man cutting himself a piece of cake in the oven begging, ice me please. All right, hey, Lloyd, hold it on that one right there. My pick fell off. Hold that thought. Hold that. All right, back to the P7. Yeah. Is it my time for my solo? Okay, you gotta help a sister out. All right, so, all right. I know it's kind of like jumping rope. All right, scoop-a-da-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-da. All right.
Okay. Let's give you a fair chance. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right. I'll hit it one time. I mean, there's just so many amount of places I can go eventually. All right, yeah.
You're only one more other way.
I practice. I can't do it. All right, let's go with that.
That's it.
Easier. You're not. You're supposed to say, "Girl, go home, go on." Let me at least. Hey, all right. Let me rehearse. What's it?
That's it.
No, I can't quite. Right. Lloyd, let's do the solo. Diabetic. Now my man is crazy too. Y'all are twisted. Now my man is diabetic. Now my man is crazy too. He ran up a Dana, he's the one, got to say. He ran up a day days and one. Let me tell you, he ran up a day days and one. Remember that one? Ah. Come on, fingers. Don't make me look like a dumb butt. All right, one more time. He's the one with the Dana blues. That's all there is to that song. Thank you so much for your patience. Let's ride. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, yeah, let's do it. No, Worthy. Let's go to Worthy. Okay? Let's go to Worthy. All right. And I think we should have a kumbaya moment and not leave. It's always so good to come back here. I was looking back. I played my first gig here in 1997. I opened for, I remember that Jack was here. Jack Saunders was here. And I opened for, it might have been Alejandro, or it might have been Shake Russell. I don't remember. But I just know that I got horribly lost coming to Houston. It was my first time ever playing in Houston. And I got so lost. I have no sense of direction. If I was a bird, I would have been dead a long time ago. There is no sense of homing pigeon in this woman here. I'm a lot like my mom like that. My mom used to show dogs. And she was showing dogs. And she was in Oklahoma. And she had an RV. And on her way back from Oklahoma, she calls my dad. And my dad says, and she says, honey, I think I'm lost. And he says, well, where are you? She said, somewhere it says San Angelo. My parents have been married for so long. I don't even know how long. I really don't. My dad just turned 91. And my mom has been disabled now. I hate that word. There needs to be a better word, but she hasn't been able to take care of herself since around 2007. And my dad has been her full-time caregiver ever since that time. And to watch their love and the compassion that they have for each other in both sickness and in health has been a rewarding thing for me to see as their daughter. And so this song embodies when you don't have the right words and you know that medication isn't going to fix a problem and just going to have to weather it. This is called Love You Strong. That's all you can do is just love the person as strong as you can. You make me happy. You make me feel so good. I know that I'm understood when I speak my mind. Wish you could say, baby, baby, let's lose control. I want to rock your soul and leave our troubles behind. You don't want to, you don't need to, you don't have to say goodbye. Stay the night, you are right where you belong. You don't want to, you don't need to, you don't have to say goodbye. Stay the night, and let me love you strong. I wish you could trust me. I wish you could lose your doubt. The second guessing I can do without. Have faith in me. I'm in it for the good times. I'm in it for the bad times. I'm in it for the long run. Let me love you strong. Say goodbye. Stay the night. You are right where you belong. Oh, you don't want to, you
lover. Welcome home, my best friend. I give to you completely. I give it all when you let me in. Oh, you want to, you don't need to, you don't have to say goodbye. Stay the night, you are right where you belong. Oh, you don't want to, you don't need to, you don't have to say goodbye. Stay the night and let me love you strong. Stay the night and let me love you strong. Yeah. Ah, thank you. Thank you.
Terri wrote this next one sitting around her dining room table, talking to a few of her friends about growing, mature, gracefully, and came up with this. And I've got to say, too, she also proves in this song that plagiarism is not dead. Because I say she, I has something to do with this, too, is we robbed a line from Steppenwolf. So when we get to that line, I know that some of you folks are baby boomers like myself, so I know you're going to know this song. So this is a Kerrville sing-along. So there's only one word that you got to sing a lot, and that's the word hey. Just scream that out to the top of your lungs. And then when we get to the line, born to be wild, give it your best shot.
Let it loose.
And I'm going to let you know when all that's going to happen.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, Terri tries to stay nice and original. So she actually named this song 50 Shades of Hay.
I like that. Keep that up. Keep going. I've been trying to fit in. And I'm serious. That kind of funky part was kind of fun. Kind of rap-like. I've been trying to fit in to my new body, my new skin. I can twerk with the best of them. I've got that figured out. Where's my Barry Manilow? I want something soft to soothe my soul. When I turn on the radio, all I want to do is shout, hey! Hey! Doctor says I need clarity, Prozac for stability, Valium for my sanity, and hormones to keep world peace. Menopause is just like Oz. I cry and laugh just because the flying monkeys in my brain wear ruby slippers and drink champagne. Hey! 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 Goes the rock and rollers. Hey! Goes the storytellers. Hey!
Right here.
Goes the crowd. Born to be wild. Hey! Let 'em ring. Hey! Let 'em sing. Hey! Let 'em ring with 50 shades of hay.
middle age. Bring it on, get it on, bang a gong. I get a hot flash, then I'm cold. I'd laugh, but my bladder won't hold. My neck has been descended. Generics have no end in. Gravity can take my face. A mammogram will put me back in place. Hey! Hey! My hair turned curly and my skin got weird. I have sideburns growing out of my ears. My feet hurt in every pair of shoes, but I get back up when I get the blues. I won't be cast aside. I paid my dues to enjoy my ride. I'm all woman, there's no doubt. I don't settle for less. I live out loud. Hey! I bought reading glasses in excess until I failed my driving test. I may be blind, but I feel best. I can see what matters and ignore the rest. From hip dysplasia to rosacea, nothing in this world can phase her. No trauma, middle-aged mama, telling it like it is. 50 Shades into the show. Wise ways you do not know. 50 Shades inside my soul. Here we go. Thank you. All right, so in another week, Lloyd and myself are going to work with kids that have neurological challenges. It's something that we've been doing for a while. We teach kids both verbal and nonverbal, or adults that are verbal and nonverbal, the power of music. And we write songs, and some of them do cover songs, and it's just a wonderful thing to be a part of. You are looking at a woman that has 4 things that have happened in her brain. It's a hereditary condition. It's at the back of the skull, and it has caused epilepsy and dysphonia and tremor, and it's called the Terri malformation. And there ain't anything I can do about it because it's not at the point that they can do anything about it. But I just got to say that I don't wake up and take it for granted. And so I hope that when you wake up tomorrow, you don't either. Because we never know what life is going to put in front of us. We never know what tomorrow is going to bring. But I do know that right here, right now, there will never be another now like the one right now today. And you have made us feel so good by your presence. And I wrote this song about a time when I just did not fit my own skin. I went to a yoga class hoping that I could chill a little. And I had the wrong teacher. I ended up, the door was unlocked, but yet I stayed in the class for way too long. I would never do that now. If I had the wrong teacher, I would bolt, and probably give her a couple of words before I left. But this is a song that I wrote at that time in my 40s when I was trying to learn how to breathe correctly. All right? And if I had a daughter, these are the things that I would tell her. If I had a daughter, I would tell her that the first breath of life is the easiest. From then on, it takes years and years. If I had a daughter, I would tell her that it's better to keep air in your lungs. I'm going to have to use the lyrics. What I just said kind of made me emotional. If I had a daughter, I'd tell her that the first breath of life is the easiest. From then on, it takes years of practice. Because if you can keep air in your lungs, you'll survive when fate tackles you, rubs your face in the astroturf, and grinds its cleats into your back. If I had a daughter, I would tell her that it's better to be out there on the field of life, taking hits and making touchdowns, than being one of those whiners that bitch about the game from the bleachers. If I had a daughter, I would tell her to face life and its peaks and valleys with grit, modesty, hope, compassion, and love. I would want her to accept herself. I would want her to watch the stars instead of her weight, love her body, feed her soul, dance with her curves, see those blue veins as a masterpiece, howl at the moon instead of her hair, and live her life inside out. If I had a daughter, if I had a daughter, she would hold her head high and strut through this world as a more than instead of a less than. She'd trust her voice and speak her mind and seek the truth. Because if it talks like a duck and walks like a duck, well then, oh yeah, it might be a skunk. If I had a daughter, she'd know that gay or straight, pinstriped or polka-dotted, tie-dyed or solid, straight-laced or bent, she'd have my acceptance and my blessing in regard to whomever she gave her heart to. But I would give her a compass, so if she ever felt lost, she could find her way back to reality. And when her soul hit the low notes, or if some fool was to walk into her world and think they could just use and abuse and use her heart for some type of kick drum, I'd be there to teach her how to turn that mess into a song. If I had a daughter, if I had a daughter, if I had a daughter, I'd want her to be willing to venture into the great unknown. But I would give her the blueprint so she could build her own universe. And if I had a daughter, I would carry her with me in every breath of every moment. I'd wake with her name on my lips. I'll go to bed with her dreams in my heart. It wouldn't be about me. It would be all about her. If I had a daughter. If I had a daughter. Man, thanks.
Okay, folks, we've been, I think the procedure is we tell you this is our last song, but that's actually a lie. We're going to do a song after this, but for the sake of the video and all you people worldwide, we're pulling one off on you right now. This is our last song. And,
been a blast tonight. Thank you. Well, I live at the bottom of a hill where it's been known to flood. I close my eyes every time it rains. I pray I never have to move my stuff. I let the grass get a little too high so the dandelions can grow. What some call weeds, I call flowers. It's my yard to mow. Now property taxes have hit the sky. It takes 2 paychecks and credit cards to get by. To keep my electric bill low, I turn off the AC, I open up the windows. They built the houses too close, you can see the neighbors from roof to roof. You don't have to be no Indiana Jones to jump from roof to roof. I believe I found my soul. I believe I found it. I believe I found my soul, even at the bottom of a hill. Well, it's a yin and yang of the business thing. Everybody sings when the register rings, and everybody cries when the money dries up. While you and I, we tough it out. We got more wind chimes than we got trees, more prayers than time to spend on our knees. I'm here for you, and you're here for me, so let there be no doubt. But I believe I found my soul. I believe I found it with you and you and you and you and you, even at the bottom of a hill. Well, I believe I found my soul. I believe I found it, yeah. I believe I found my soul, even at the even at the even at the bottom of a hill. Hey, everybody watching online, we hope that you had a good time. When I count to 9, that's got a rhyme, we're gonna give a big loud woo. Everybody online, well, I'm gonna count to 9. And when I do, we've had a good time, and we're all gonna go woo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Woo! But I believe I found my soul at the bottom of the hill. Now, we have had a great time playing, and we have one more song we can squeeze in before we gotta make room for the next folks that are coming here to play.
This is another Kerrville sing-along.
Hey, thanks for coming out tonight. Some of you have waited a while to see us, I know, since some folks